So far, we have a failed breakout below today's low and a failed breakout below yesterday's high. Um, so it is 3 bear bars down, but if this bull bar is big enough, I think it might be worth a swing above. Um, because I think that would show that it's holding at yesterday's high. Um, and it's also a high 2 bull flag. So I might give it a chance. Here, I asked Al what I did wrong, and he said in a trading range day, two big bear bars, it's probably better to wait for a second entry. I think that's an important point, is that it's not a big bull trend. It was in a trading range day, and now we're high in a trading range day. So this big bear breakout is not necessarily setting up a high 2. It might just be a breakout and then a retest of this level to move lower, and that's exactly what we did. So I think that was my mistake yesterday. This is coming after a spike up, and it's holding above the trading range high. So I think the context is a little bit different. So I'm willing to give it a try. It's another big signal bar, and that's another point Al made yesterday, that this is a big signal bar. So that might be against me today, but I'm gonna give it a chance. Oops. Why it keeps doing that? So I have an order to buy above that signal bar. 2 shares, and I'll set my stop below the low. So I need to see good follow through. Not a great entry bar. I was gonna exit below the low of the entry bar if it closed on its low, but we had a big tail, so I'm gonna leave my stop where it is. And I'd like to see a good follow through bar. If I don't get a follow through bar, or a good follow through bar, I'll look to exit either on the close of the bar or below it. I remember last time, a couple trades ago, I exited on the follow through bar and then it broke out on the next bar, and I said I should be exiting below the bad follow through. So I may do that today. Alright, got stopped out. I think 40 cents, 38 cents. I don't know, these last 2 trades really got me. I mean, arguably this is in a tight channel, hasn't broken the trend line yet, but I feel like a lot of high 2 bull flags don't break the channel before giving you the signal bar. So I could have maybe exited on the entry bar. I don't know. I'm not sure. This is something I'm gonna have to work on, because it's a trade that I would like to take more often, because I typically don't even enter on bull flags. So I'd like to get better at them, but these kinds of trades are discouraging a little bit, because then when I see the next one, I'm gonna remember these 2, and I'm gonna hesitate. So I got to figure out exactly what the principles are behind why these trades are not working out, and then make those appropriate adjustments. Today, you could argue I need a wider stop, because we did reverse up after it stopped me out. But yesterday, a wide stop would have created a much larger loss. So it could be a stop placement issue, but I think it's an entry issue for these 2. There's something I'm missing here. I'm getting in when I shouldn't. So if any of you guys have any insights on how to avoid these trades, or what I'm missing, that would be extremely helpful. I'm just posting a update for this trade. I had my stop at 299.51, and this bar that stopped me out went as low as 299.51. So it didn't even get below my stop loss. It just touched it triggered my stop and then went in my direction. I'm not upset about that. That happens all the time. What I am trying to improve on is, I mean, it could be that my stop was too tight. That's a realistic adjustment. But after I got stopped out, if I still believe that this is a bull flag, and it was because it trended up for the rest of the day, then what this stop out is telling me is that these 3 bear bars and then this 1 breakout bar needs a second leg down. So then I got the second leg down, it stopped me out, and now we start reversing up again. So what I need to figure out is, why is buying above this bar not a valid entry? Why is buying above this bar not a valid entry? And why am I not doing that? Because if my premise is really that this is a bull flag and that I'm looking for a swing up, then after getting stopped out here, the second entry and the follow through and then this breakout bar, that in theory is more confirmation of my premise. So I should be entering on these. And what I've realized is that I'm so attached to the setup as a first signal bar entry that I'm missing the signs of strength that happen later. So once I get this breakout, it's confirmation that I didn't have earlier, but now it's so high that I'm thinking I've missed a move. But if it really is for a swing, I mean, maybe I'm not going to stay in for the whole thing, but if I'm exiting at a reasonable sell, then there's still 20, 30, 40 cents left in it. And so I can't ignore these, the signs of strength. I can't ignore once the move has confirmation that it's going in my direction. For some reason, I hold back on the entry. And like these are situations where I'm not even really upset about losing this trade. When I look back at the trade, I'm thinking, now that I have more confirmation, that's another entry for me. Whether I learn how to avoid these or not, even after getting stopped out, had I entered again when there was signs of strength, I would have still caught 20, 30 cents, making up for this loss and more. So I can't let these ones go when they prove my premise to be true. I can't enter the low probability one and then stay out of the high probability one once it's confirmed. So I got to figure out how to get into those ones that actually confirm my premise.